Hello everyone, welcome back to the SMITE Guides to Zeus. This is Zeus in Arena. Now I'm choosing to go into Arena next because whereas with Slash you pretty much are free to pick either ADC Zeus or Mage Zeus depending on your team composition, in Arena you're much more likely to need to build the Mage version of Zeus, because he has a much wider range of effect with the mage build. Obviously, mages are supposed to be doing wide area damage. ADC Zeus, while obviously his abilities still have impact in team fights, they aren't as impactful if you just I'm getting distracted by the conversation. Uh, Even though your damage output is still very high with the ADC Zeus, it's still not as focused in as a mage build. These people are nice. I like this. These are cool peeps. Now I gotta really focus in and try. Alright. So there's another reason I've picked Arena as the second mode to show you with Zeus. This is really where you're going to be pretty much a high priority target. In Slash, this is a little less true because generally speaking, the entire enemy team isn't going to be all grouped up together and all over you. But that's not the case with Arena. In Arena, pretty much the entire thing is a straight-on team fight after everyone gets the buffs on the sides. So it very quickly devolves into, alright, let's kill the most dangerous enemy, and typically that's going to be Zeus. For our team, we're going to want to be looking at Hera a lot of the time, but I can already tell you that the Serket and the Sun Wukong are probably also the Anhur are going to be looking very hard at killing me. Hera might go for me if she has the ability to summon Argus on me, but I don't think she's really going to make that much of an effort to kill me besides, because it's going to put her in too much of a risky position to do so. So I can expect that if Argus is available for her to summon, she'll probably come after me, but otherwise she's not going to really bother. And Ymir is just going to basically be, I think, running interference. So we are going to need to be paying very close attention to the potential of dying and being very hard targeted. And this is a really great way to help you build up the kind of mentality that you're going to need in Conquest with Zeus. Because again, Zeus is a priority target, which means he's going to get ganked a little bit more often than most other gods in the game. Whether you're playing ADC or you're playing mid lane, he's going to be a priority target. If you're playing ADC Zeus, you will see the enemy jungler in your lane a little bit more often than you would if you were playing a regular ADC. But enough about Conquest, let's get back to Arena. Now, we're just gonna, this isn't really anything particularly special to talk about here. Probably gonna let Aphrodite take this because she's just better with that. I'll probably take this. I really don't need to be tanking it, though. There we go. No, you don't. Oh, hello. I used that way too early. Look, exactly who came after me first thing? Sun Wukong and Serket. I told you. I wasn't expecting immediate aggression. That was a little... That caught me by surprise. I'll give you that. But they did... They were the two to come after me first. Anhur made kind of an attempt when it was safe for him to do so, but that's not really a surprise. So we're going to need to keep an eye on Serket and Sun Wukong very specifically. The Anhur isn't as aggressive as I was expecting him to be, so I don't have to keep quite as hard of an eye on her, now that I know this. This may change as the battle progresses and he builds up his items. It's possible. I've seen a bunch of players change how they play as the battle progresses because they have the build that they need. There he is. There he goes. I do not have any more mana, so I'm going to be looking to get out of here. Okay, so we're going to grab this really quick. Now, this is an interesting situation where you don't necessarily need to pick up your starter item right off the top because the MP5 really doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. I typically build it anyways for the cooldowns. That was very last second. He almost got away with that ult. That would have been tragic. This is incidentally why you increase the detonation charge first. This way you level that up first. It is potentially more devastating than chain lightning is. No, you're not. No, you're not. Get out of here. And again, I'm trying... You'll notice that the way I'm angling my camera, even while I was attacking Ymir, I wasn't really angling that super hard there. Oh, she used her shield. I should have waited. I'm trying to keep an eye on Sun Wukong and Serket at the same time. Trying to keep them in my actual field of vision. Because, honestly, I have a problem looking at the minimap. That's a personal issue. If you can keep an eye on the minimap at the same time, you don't need to be quite so concerned about this. I'm going back because I have no mana again. I'm going to let them know. Like I said, I am going to build Sands of Time. You don't necessarily have to build it at this point. No, what I'm going to want here is I'm going to want Soul Gem, I think. It's going to do me more good in this particular match. They're of average tankiness. Alright. No escape. Oh, we're going into this? Alright. Okay, that was not exactly how I expected that to go. I completely whiffed. That was some very odd timing for that ability. She played that really well. I don't know if she accidentally did that or if she intentionally did that. If she intentionally did that, that's one of the best Serket moves I've ever seen. Well, let me rephrase that. One of the best Serket kills I've ever seen not performed by a pro. That was absolutely fantastic if it was intentional. If it was not intentional, they're a virtuoso with Serket. Honestly. That was just absolutely amazing. Because it's just the really odd timing of that and still landing the ability when she needed to was absolutely crazy. I'm not sure what he's looking for. They're looking for Aphrodite. That's not quite what I expect. Well, Ymir is kind of going for me. I think he's just trying to get whatever he can get, so to speak. Good, good. Nice shot. Not enough. That's a shame. That's a shame. Now, something I didn't talk about last match. Last episode I used Spirit the Magus because literally every ability Zeus busts out triggers the Spirit the Magus passive. Well, it's the exact same thing for Soul Gem. Every single one of your abilities gives you stacks, and in fact, often can give you multiple stacks, which is incredibly powerful. Now, the reason why I'm building the Soul Gems, not only are they not particularly squishy, but I really want that cooldown reduction in Arena, where the pace is a little bit faster, the gameplay is a little bit more hectic. I honestly should have picked up Puri. I have the wrong relic here. I should have picked up Purification Beads. The fact that it not is a serious oversight on my part. I'm trying to get rid of this dunce cap, but there we go. Holy cow. He's getting real tanky real quick. Khepri, no. Khepri, no. She ulted Khepri? That's a pretty bold move. Ah. No, not your fault. That's, well, you were a little too aggressive there, but we did not follow you at all, and we gave no indications. This was not the move. Absolute fire. I completely whiffed that. Aphrodite totally saving my life there. Absolutely 100% shout out to Aphrodite. That was absolutely beautifully timed ult. Nice. I whipped everything. My accuracy is hideously inconsistent. I either hit everything in a fight or I hit nothing. It's really odd. Oh, hi, yeah. I mean, they didn't even need me there. Oh, I've just been... There we go. This is... I'm still dead. No, not a problem. I want to reassure this Skepper. He's nice. That's funny. Oh, we really tried our hardest there, didn't we? We overcommitted, though. What am I going to need next? Do I want the 40% cooldown of Spear of Desolation? Do I want Divine Ruin? No, Divine Ruin isn't going to do me any good. Do I want Soul Reaver? What do I want? These are the questions that haunt us. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, what I should be picking up here. Oh, Honor has so much life steal, and I'm probably going to build Divine Ruin. Because that's absolutely a ridiculous amount of self-healing they've got going on there. I'm just waiting for that pick. Just waiting for that pick. There it is. Oh, on her, good away. How did that not hit the Emir? Alright. What, you couldn't get Kepri, so you decided on me? Is that what happened? Is that what this is? Ah, shoot. That was a really sudden turnaround by my boy there. Shoot. Goodbye. Oh, no, I've got... Argus. Oh, no. Oh. They both saved my life completely. Holy cow. I did not even know Serket was there. Holy cow. Oh. I know what I need. Forgot this was a thing. Gem of Isolation. So strong on my boy here. I mean, with on her and Sun Wukong are the only ones with self-heal, so Divine Ruin probably wasn't the best idea. And with the amount of people just straight running at me, this might be the better move here. That was not worth it. I just threw my ult away there, basically. Just get some damage on him. Let me help you out there, King Arthur. Not enough. I did not do enough damage there. Hello. Nope. She was just about to walk into the fountain. I love that. I whiffed my own shield. That's called smooth right there. It was kind of important. I probably could have killed Sun Wukong if I had been able to hit that stationary shield that I myself threw out. It's fine. Get him, Rom. There we go. Goodbye. Oh, Rom, so close. Oh, he was so close. That was absolutely incredible. Hera, I was already out of there. What are you doing? Another waste of an ult. Okay. That was very lucky. Sir K, could you please go away? How did you goof that? I'm going to let Rom take care of that. I got to take care of the larger group. Whenever you're playing a mage, I don't say this often enough. Whenever you're playing a mage, focus on the larger group of enemies, because it's kind of your job. Like, I could go after the individual Circuit, but honestly, Ram is better equipped as a hunter to handle that situation than I am. I am equipped to handle individual targets. That was the weirdest dance I've ever seen. I am now way overextended here, because I have no allies, and if that on her had gone after me, I would have been in trouble. It is very fortunate for me that the on her simply didn't care. That's what it comes down to. He did not care, and I got away. They had, granted, he did have bigger fish to fry. He made the correct decision there. I was worth 5 points. That bull with the Minotaur, excuse me, the Minotaur was worth 15, I think. If I'm remembering the numbers correctly, he was worth 15. So the on her definitely made the correct choice, but I want you to understand that I only got away with that because the on her made the correct choice, and not the selfish, greedy. Oh, we're all over this. You call for help, son, I will help you. You're talking to a former support main. Cries for help are my lifeblood. It's a problem I still have, actually. Somebody calls for help, I will turn around and I will do something about it if I can. Even if it's not the smart thing to do. Even if I'm just not even a damn guardian. Ouch. Go away, Hera. Nobody likes you. I did not hit him with any of that. Mostly because the minions absorbed it all. That should not have chained to him at all. What the hell was that? I'm calling BS on my own chain. Thanks, on her. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Ouch. Oh, shoot. I really needed a Gem of Ice there. That would have really probably helped me out. Now, I'm going to do something that I always do, and I mentioned this last game, but the Calamitous Rod I don't really like to use on Zeus because there's not really a whole lot of ways. Actually, I can build it here. I can get away with it here because I have Gem of Isolation. I'm going to strike that. I have Gem of Isolation. I actually have a decent shot at slowing them down enough where the Meteor will still hit them if they don't use an escape ability. So this actually might work out really well. I haven't done extensive testing with this. But, theoretically, well, this actually, you're about to see me run a test run here of something that's theoretically effective. Gem of Isolation combined with the Calamitous Rod, which normally isn't that effective on Zeus because you have no way of locking them down long enough for the Meteor to hit, but the slow from the Chain Lightning plus Gem of Isolation may just be enough to seal the deal. Let's find out. Alright, that's gone. I want to test it out on Ymir, because he doesn't have an escape, so it's one of the more reliable ways. Nope, it is not. Okay, so that does not work the way I was hoping it would. That's good to know, though. You could see where Ymir, even with the slow, had very little trouble getting out of, or getting away from the... That was a decent ult, actually. Getting away from the Meteor Strike. Is this the real one? I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it was the real one. No, there he is back there. I completely whiffed that. Nice. Shoot. Damn you, Ymir. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh! That was an absolute fire ult. I gotta watch out for this on her. I gotta watch out for this, everyone. What the hell is this? Alright. I stayed too long. That was my fault for overstaying. 100% on me. Kepri tried so hard to save me. I should have just left and come back. Nah, I stayed in. I stayed in like the arrogant turd I am. Damn it. Circuit's finally starting to go for me, though. She wasn't originally. Well, she was originally. Then she stopped going after me for a little while. What did she build that made her more confident? Pestilence. That's what it was. Once she finished this, and probably this, that's what she was looking for to probably come after me pretty hardcore. She doesn't have enough damage to pose a serious threat, which is probably why I've only died 3 times. She goofed her build slightly. You can't build her like that anymore. There was a time you could, but then they adjusted her ult, and it's no longer quite as feasible. I mean, her ult still does true damage, don't get me wrong, but now it actually has some scaling attached to it, so it's actually decently important for you to have power on Circuit now, where it wasn't as important before, because her ult just straight up did stupid amounts of true damage. But then they changed it. Hello. I'm not quite as concerned as I have been before. Ah, but she's actually... She does enough to kill me. Okay, that's good to know. Although I was taking... Where did I actually take my damage from? Her ults, not a surprise. Hera, she did 900 to me. Yeah, it was mostly Hera blasting me and I wasn't paying attention. Fair enough, fair enough. Circuit just basically set me up and finished me off, that's about it. Alright. Keep that in mind. I did not expect the Hera to go so hardcore. She's 5-0. She's been playing really smart. Nice. Nice. That was fire. Then we have my boy back here doing who the hell knows what. Shoot. I'm dead again, yeah. Although we only need one more kill, so it was worth the setup there. They just need to take probably the Ymir. Take the Ymir. Rom can do it. Rom can 100%. Or just take the Honor. That's fine too. So this is why you generally want to take Zeus in as a mage here. This is generally the reason why. Again, just to reiterate, Slash, you pick either the Hunter Zeus or the Mage Zeus, depending on your team composition. In the previous episode, we had both a Mage and a Hunter, so I could have chosen either and been just fine. I wound up choosing the Mage, one of the Mage builds in the previous episode because the enemy's team composition was a little bit squishier than normal, and the Mage build, in my opinion, handles that a little bit better. In this particular match, we already had Rom, and while, yes, we had Aphrodite, she's not exactly quite the AoE splattering mage that you ideally want in an arena match, so I went for the Mage build here. And in most arena games, you're going to want the Mage build on Zeus anyways. I would have done slightly better if I'd gone with my usual pickup, which is the auto attack. I can't remember the other rod's name. But the other rod that increases your auto attack speed, because even if you're going with a Mage build, those auto attacks, as I hopefully showed with the beginning of the match, those auto attacks still really slap. So having the increased attack speed is really useful, especially since it's very rare. Like I said before, it's very infrequent that this Calamitous Meteor actually deals any damage, because a lot of the times, even with the slowest person on their team, the Ymir, he just walked right out of that. Well, I see now that he actually had Winged Blade. I did not notice that, so possibly that's not quite as true. But it's still very inconsistent, and I definitely would have played a little bit better if I had the other rod of Tahuti instead. But it's just something... It comes down to personal preference, really. If you're working with a friend who plays a Guardian, it's definitely worth getting Calamitous. For example, if I hit somebody that the Khepri was dragging in and I had verbal communication with the Khepri, that would have been really fire. I mean, the Khepri was a random, so obviously that wasn't happening, but as an example, that would be a really good scenario for a Calamitous rod to be used on Zeus. Otherwise, this is typically how Zeus runs in most modes. This is typically how you'll see Zeus run in Joust. You'll see that in the next episode, because not a whole lot of people forgo a Hunter. It is possible. If you have a Guardian and a Warrior on your team in Joust, then going ADC Zeus is perfectly viable, and we may see that. I will argue that even though it's harder to actually pull off team comp wise, I will let you know right now that ADC Zeus is more effective in Joust than in any other mode. For Conquest, he's as effective as an ADC as he is as a mid. It's more of a matter of just ADC being a slightly safer position for Zeus, thereby making it a little bit easier and more effective to play him in that role. That's really the only difference there. He's equally as effective there. In Arena, he's more effective as a mage. In Joust, he's more effective as a hunter. even though it's harder to pull off team comp wise. And I'll talk more about that in Joust, in the next episode in Joust. And in Slash, he's, again, equally as effective as either a hunter or a mage. It comes down to team composition. So I hope that this really indicated to you one of Zeus's stronger modes, which is Arena, and I hope you give him a shot and play mildly paranoid. Thank you all very much for joining me, and if you liked this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please ignore me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, suggestions, or requests, please leave them down in the comment section below, and thank you all very much for joining me, and have a great 24 hours.